Alrighty, welcome back to the jungle. We'll be playing Warwick versus Volibear. In the recent patch, there's a PTA, and then there's also the Legend Haste. So PTA was buffed, it lasts for the entirety of combat, and then with Legend Haste you get up to 15% ability haste on your basic abilities. I'm trying it out on Warwick, but 15 ability haste on the Q and the E sounds pretty interesting. If I could do one part of the fight, and then maybe, just maybe, get another Q off, because another Q would be pretty big. Even though it's just for one ability, like the W, the E. We're probably not getting two of those, but that's fine. Alrighty, so I'm going to be pathing topside here, which is a bit strange, but with the idea of just playing for the soul lanes. Whenever they have double enchanters like this Sona and Senna, even with a Nautilus, you don't have to play down there. Those lanes are usually pretty safe. But with Warwick, it's not like you force ganks overall. It's always going to be reactionary with this Blood Scent. So, by ending my clear on the top side, that will put me in a position to react to the plays mid and top lane. But even if I'm pathing up here, with that Blood Scent, you get so fast. I could always just run bot lane, so... Step 1, I want to get level 3 here, and then we're really talking for any of the ganks. But anyways, for the runes, we got PTA, Triumph, Legend Haste, Coup de Grace, and then Ultimate Hunter and Sudden Impact. Sudden Impact also changed where it deals true damage instead of giving you lethality magic pin. It's probably a little weaker on Warwick, but that's okay. And as nothing's happening here, I'll just continue the clear. Nothing too special. I am going to put a point in my E just in case. Just in case a play arises, because if we have our E, it's way more likely that we can have a successful play. Yeah, Gragas is doing a little bit too much here. Okay. Tristana, gonna recall, so back to my camps. And that's the basics of Warwick. Once you get that notification from the Blood Scent, which is pretty loud, then you can look at the play, try to move towards it if it's like happening right then and there. And then once it's over, you can back off. So I want to finish my clear here. That will give me level 4. And we'll be good to go from there. The goal as Warwick is basically to maintain your XP. And then once you get any juice, that's when you can take over the game. You don't have to do anything serious in the first 2 turns here. Although Warwick's clear is pretty slow. It's super basic because you're always just auto-attacking the camps like this. And then queuing. So you can kind of just let the champion hit the hit the camps and then be looking around the map. If you have your if you use the F keys, then you can check out the lanes instantly. It's your F1, F2, F3. Alrighty, Kale, we have a question. W, moving. Do you want to die? And then check it out. E, Q, E, schmack, schmack. We want to use that Q, E in case she flashes. You Q and hold, and even if they flash, you'll follow. Now we saw a Volibear right here, so I don't care to stay and then try for a 2-part here. So I'll ward for the Akali and then recall. Let's go ahead and get boots. Let's get Tiamat. To the bot side. Tiamat gives us 20 AD and then this active. Basically another auto attack, so it can add to your full combo. Especially if you do an auto Q auto. Oh, Volibear wants 2 Scuttle Crabs walking right through mid. These Scuttle Crabs are not worth this much XP, so he's really screwing up by even attacking my mid laner. Alrighty, let's follow the play here, skipping the camps. E, Q, E, auto, Tiamat. Oh, close. Yep, Volibear, you don't have time for all that. Let's see if we can get some of his camps. Alrighty. His raptors aren't up, so now I'll be clearing up towards the top side. That'll have us ending our clear up there, and then those void grubs will spawn around that time. Although the dragon is up, I'd much rather get the void grubs. Tristana, Corki, 2 pushing range champions. Having extra damage to the structures is a little better. Now, even though that dragon just spawned 2, we're going back to the camps. My next goal is level 5. So, anything that doesn't help me get level 5, I'm not interested. If I start that dragon, my bot lane, not in lane. Don't worry about it. The Tiamat also helps us clear, where it gives us that AoE on the auto attacks, as well as that active, because we'll clear the small part of the camps, like the small wolves here, a whole lot faster. Even though the jungle pet does a good job of that, this just speeds up the whole process. Get the camp lower too, get the W going. With my 3rd point in the Q, we could start putting points in the W. Points in the Q gives you percentage HP damage, as well as extra healing. So think of it as durability and a little bit of damage. Points in the W gives you more attack speed and more movement speed when the target is low. Alrighty, so we got level 5, and even if I do those Krugs, they're not getting me level 6, so I'll move into the river here and play for the Void Grubs. It's a shame that I don't have a ward to put in this bush, but that's okay. So we want to pull the Void Grubs together here, so that we can utilize that Tiamat. And then with Warwick, you want to smite it early so you get it low. And then that will give you more attack speed. These are pretty slow, but so is every objective for Warwick. The exchange where Warwick is a noob champ is that you'll be basically full HP as you're doing these. Although it is pretty slow. Well, Volibear's coming to this, but he's going to have to stop me. You see, he's preoccupied with topside. Probably doesn't have an escape here. Use the W active, and then that'll give me the extra movement speed towards Volibear, even though he's not low. E, auto, Q, Tiamat. E. Holy shit. We dealt so much damage. And a blue buff, don't mind if I do. So that gives me level 6. We now have our ulti. You dash towards the enemy, and that dash speed is based off your movement speed. So where you get so much movement speed with the W, you can dash faster. And then once you hit the target, you hit them 3 times, dealing damage and healing yourself and suppressing them. So let's see if we can't utilize that here. Gragas, I love you. E, moving, flash. Oh, close. Even if I ulti, the Tristana had already spent her E, so that's a lot of her damage. That's fine. We blocked his body slam with our flash, but honestly, if I was faster on my ulti, we probably had him. I was too preoccupied with trying to get that Q hold. Back to base. Boots Lucidity, Ruby Crystal, off we go. The Boots Lucidity gives us 15 ability haste. We're going to combo that with Legend Haste and see if it really matters here. The Legend Haste is just for the basic abilities, Q, W, and E. Boots Lucidity is for everything, so we also get it on the ulti. So it puts our ulti on a pretty low cooldown. If you get that before you spend your ulti, then the second ulti will be up sooner. Ruby Crystal makes us a little tankier. And with the tier 2 boots, that also just makes us faster around the map. Alrighty, I'm looking for level 7. And then if any plays happen, cool. If not, that's alright. I'm on the bot side here. I already got those Void Grubs, so now I want to play for the Dragon as the next objective. The enemy's red buff is coming up, so I want to try to get in here. If I find the Volibear, I think we have a pretty good chance. With my ulti being up and whatnot. So we move into the jungle, and then use the W active. The W will show me the closest, lowest target, and that is going to be Sona. Sona, I love you. E. Q, E, auto. That was easy. And then, we don't have to ulti here, just Q. Run. Is fine, ulti. And then E, auto, Q, E, auto, Tiamat. That was easy. And now our ulti will be up sooner, hell yeah. Even if we put points in the Q, it doesn't reduce the cooldown. So now I'll be maxing the W. This will give us more value whenever the enemy gets low. So we have the ability to get them low, and now we have more value. Alrighty, we killed the bad guys. Check. Now we take the dragon. And as we're clearing the dragon and clearing our camps, our ulti will be coming up. So I'll end my clear on the top side, and we can make another play before the reset, which is very nice. We won't have spent our gold, but that's okay. Just smite this bad boy. Hurry up, Warwick. Schmack, schmack, schmack. To the wolves. I'm not double dipping bot lane. It's fine. I'm not ganking a Gragas mid. That's a fat guy with a lot of HP. A lot of hit points. So as I clear my camps up here, this is where Warwick mains fall off the face of the earth. Instead of simply farming this camp, they try again for the next play and the next play. If you don't get your XP here, then you're not tanky. It's the 2 part. We get the gold and the XP. The levels give us tankiness. But every time we get gold too, it's going right into this Titanic Hydra, which also gives us HP. Extra hit points. Smack. Keep an eye on the top and mid lane as I'm clearing up here. What I'm looking for, oh god, Bomba, is for the enemy to commit to something. Keep maxing that W. Damn, I'm level 8 already. I'm so strong. Playing Warwick has never been easier, huh? All winning lanes, go ahead. Go ahead, Bob, replicate it. Enemy top lane strolling, go ahead, Bob. Alrighty, well we finished our clear up here. We have enough for the Titanic Hydra, and the Void Grubs have spawned. Now, Kale, you can't walk mid lane and then walk back top. It's not allowed. W will give us the Blood Scent, auto Q. E, follow. Well, rest in peace, big man. Smack, smack. The saddest Kale alive. Since I hold the Q, we follow him over the wall. I'll show you, man. I'll show you to try to be a refugee mid lane. No top lane immigrants allowed. Bob, I'll be honest, this is probably an open. I just noticed the score is 0-14. That is like... I haven't seen something like that in a long time. Alright, let's dive these guys. We outnumber them. Bomba. Auto, Q, ulti. Tiamat moving. Walk it out. Okay, Cal. E. W. Moving. Oh. I ran out of mana for the Q, huh? I was just gonna Q and then move it out, but since I couldn't Q, I don't get any HP. Oh well. Titanic Hydra. Well, looks like their jungler's AFK as well. So what's a real funny item we could get here? It's all these enchanter items, so or all these enchanter champions, so surely it could be a magic resist item. A magic resist item, they heal a lot, but then they deal too little damage. So let's get Spectral's Cow. Let's have some fun, Bob. So we got the Titanic Hydra, that's 50 AD, 550 HP, an extra physical damage on hit, as well as an auto attack reset. So whenever we hit someone, we can do auto, Q, and then auto with the Titanic reset is going to instantly proc PTA. And then any extra damage we deal or our allies deal is going to be enhanced. Well, we're level 9 and the enemy is as weak as they're ever going to be, and we're as strong as we're ever going to be, so... Let's go have some fun. Skip the camps. And then just fight everyone at every stage. E, auto Q, E, auto Titanic, auto. And they're just dead like that. So once you get to about level 9, that's the point where you're kinda scaled. Level 9 in one item. And then you can start skipping the camps and fighting quite a bit. Especially when the enemy team is totally AFK. Totally out of it. 22 seconds on Rift Herald, and that's pretty important in a massive ass stomp like this. I'll hit the bot lane turret for now. But we don't really have a lot of attack speed for this bad boy. You can use the Titanic active for an auto reset as well. Might as well clear the wave. 600 damage with the Void Grips is super good though. Alrighty, that will give us a whole bunch of gold and into the mid lane. 675 solo gold on that turret. This part really sucks. We don't have a minion wave. And the enemy team's like half-ass defending. I'm gonna go get Rift Herald, boys. Enjoy down there. As a melee champ, especially if the enemy's half-ass holding, half-ass AFK, there's no guarantees. The Rift Herald will help me take a turret. Smite it to get it lower as well as making it swing again so it doesn't auto attack us, reducing our damage. That was way faster than I expected. I would love to just push mid with my team and then drop the Rift Herald. The Volibear has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 daggers. The Rift Herald. Now with the Void Grubs, you want to auto each turret once, and then that will apply the bonus damage to it. Smack. E ulti. E Q. Rest in peace. Clear all these minions so that this damn thing can crash. Auto Q. Rest in peace. GG. Look at Rift Herald. Yep, real normal game, eh? I don't even know who to honor. Every single lane won. Alrighty, that'll put us at Diamond 1, 33 LP. Final damage dealt 6,000 with PTA dealing 500. Legend Haste, my review. Well, I didn't really get to use it, Bob. That's way more for mid-game, where we're getting more of our Qs off when we're tanking multiple enemy champions. 300 damage on sudden impact is pretty good. Sudden impact plus the PTA will simply get the enemy lower, so that coup de grace can deal more. Oh my god, we should probably go Cutdown, because with Warwick's W, the lower you get them, the more attack speed you get. Cutdown, you deal more damage when they're high HP. Alright, Bob, we gotta try that one out next game. Okay, I'll see you then. Okay, game 2. Playing against Zach this time. We're running that Cutdown. Deal 8% more damage to champions. You have 60% more HP than you. So that plus the PTA and the sudden impact will simply get the targets lower. Rest in peace. I'll be clearing down this time. I don't want to path into a Mundo. And then if you look at their team, tank, tank, tank. Basically tank with Soraka, so I think that I'll build Bork first item. Pull a real Viego, Belveth moment here. Go Bork into like Stride Breaker. Because one thing with Bork is that it gives you that extra physical damage, current HP damage. And like with that, you can shred through tanks. So long that you're hitting them. Stride Breaker would give us AD, attack speed, and then HP, and then also slow them. So we'll be able to stay on top of them and then keep hitting them. Until then though, the basics. I want to get a pickaxe before I reset, at the very least. So we're clearing all the camps. My lanes are pretty slow. Kitten, Zed, Jinx, so no onus to even try to force anything. The Zach will be doing the same, just clearing down. It's so weird. I feel like I'm faster at clearing than a Zach. You would think that Warwick would always just have the slowest clear in the game. Zed really overdoing it here, damn. Help you out, brother. You've gone too deep. Now when I said react to plays, it's like react to plays in which I can get a kill, not ones in which I'm trying to, quote, save my allies that don't exist. Zed says, don't move, all good. Way ahead of you, big man. Getting level 4 and I'm guaranteed getting that pickaxe, no matter what. Okay, we got the level 4. Kill these. Okay. Follow that blood scent. Now we're moving on vision, but that's okay. EQ. E. Auto. Auto. What? Auto. Q. Auto. Nice. Alrighty, we got the pickaxe, Bob. He's fine. Back to base. Am I contesting that scuttle? Nah, not me personally. E, auto, Q, auto, E, auto, auto. Gone a bit too deep, Mr. Zach. Q, smack. Wah! Soraka kills me with the silence. I got my Q off and I smacked the minion just in case. Not enough? That's okay. Pickaxe and a longsword to the top side. Where Zach keeps moving into the Jinx there, he had no escape, so I didn't want to attack him as he's like in front of the turret, because he can always run away. But since I'm in the fog of war, just waiting. Once he steps too far forward, that's our time to attack. To the top side, I want to clear down, get level 5, and then we're really talking. Mundo's going to be shoved in. Work for Mr. Zachary, and to my Gromp. The pickaxe and the longsword gives me 35 AD. Maxing the W first will give me more attack speed. So we should be clearing the camps and be killing the champions a whole lot faster with this. The next recalls with this is like attack speed, on hit damage, and lifesteal. It's not super useful stuff. Once you complete the entire Bork, that's when things get really augmented. So we need to farm as much as possible so that we get as much gold as possible so that we can complete that bad boy way sooner. Not gambling plays for stupid component items. Warwick's like an MTG green type of champion, so he needs full completion of items for it to really matter. Keep maxing that W. Enemy bot lane's kind of pushed up. So this isn't as much of a flip. They have this onus of crashing this wave, and we are going to make them pay. Skipping the Raptors, skipping the Scuttle, and once we're in range here, using that W to then get that blood scent, that is giving me it to Zac right here, so that's not super useful, but maybe onto Soraka. E. E. Okay. Auto Q. Auto. Not enough. It might be fine here. Flash. Auto Q. Oh! Run! I have my E. Bob, I can turn this. Aurelian's out of mana. Alright, we win. Thank you. Okay, Zac used his Q. We're in business. Auto. 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 Q hold. E. Moving. Close. As Aurelian floats away. Push this wave so that Zed can get a better dive. I want Soraka. Alrighty, job is done. Now, look at our XP right now. Even though we skipped our camps, it's all okay. The play is over, now we recall. Even if we farm those camps, we don't get any extra components. Recurve bow, Vamp Scepter to the top side. We're looking for level 6. And then if I clear these topside camps, these are respawn camps, so they'll give me more XP. The biggest mistake you can make there is not recalling, doing the dragon, doing these bot side camps, and then not being on the map with more items. As Warwick, if you're on the map with better items, you have way more opportunity. Alright, Mr. Mundo's low. I think Zac is on Void Grubs. Zachary, I love you. Smite. Ah! Oh, I'll finish the Void Grubs for now. When he uses his E away, that's a super long cooldown. It's not coming back up in time. Mundo using his ulti. Or no, that's his W. You're champion. EQ. He's not going to get stunned here. Oh, that's one tanky fella right there. Oh! Smack. Just keep smacking, Bob. Q. E. Auto. Auto. E. Auto. Auto. Oh! Mundo's E takes me out. Let's see it. 247 damage. It was fine, it was fine. Back to the topside camps. Pretty close. Kennen had flash. He had a lot of shit to contribute. Didn't really show up. It is what it is. Dude, even with the Vamp Scepter, I didn't have enough. Damn. Whenever you mix targets, that's basically how it's going to be. Warwick is very single target in his damage, so... Maybe I should have ignored the Mundo and tried to finish Zac. I could get the Triumph rock and whatnot. So far, Cutdown's only given us 67 damage. Not very impressive. Oh my god, if I had Coop, I would have killed them both right there, no? Hey, at least I'm doing this scientific data research for you right here. We both know if Cutdown sucks. Alrighty, now we have level 6. Gives us more access to the enemy, but my main goal here is to get the Bork. Level 7 with Bork, and I'm pretty strong, so after Wolves, we'll reset. And then do our red buff and go fight. Though it's a bit awkward to recall right here, the Bork is too much of a power spike. This gives us 55 AD, 30% attack speed, 10% lifesteal, 9% on-hit physical damage, enemy current HP damage, and then every 3, when we hit them 3 times, then we slow them. So we'll have the initial slow with red smite, and then we'll also have where we hit them 3 times. Bada bing, bada boom, PTA is procced and you're slowed. Now the Bork damage to the camps was also buffed recently, so I'll be clearing these a whole lot faster. Red buff, level 7, keep putting points in that W, and into the river we go, skipping the camps. We already have our level up and we're strong. In the river we have options. Hello. Auto, smite, Q. Smack, smack, E, smack, E. Auto, auto, Q. Smack. Ulti. Go ahead, die. Auto, Q. Smack, 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 Q. Ah! Bob, I queued the blob. Come on, man. Let's go do dragon. With Bork, we do dragon much faster. At least we got his passive. He had ninja tabby and cloth armor. That will do it. Our next item is going to be anti-heal for sure. We have chainsword and we have mortal reminder. Mortal Reminder's not too bad, giving us the armor pin, but we don't want that as our second item. So we'll probably just complete the Executioners and then get something like Black Cleaver. Or even some magic resist now that I'm looking at their team. Hello. E. Q. E. Schmack. 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 Please die. Hey, come on. Someone. Reset. Q. Auto. Auto. Noob down. Moving. E. Ward. W. Q. Auto. 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 Smack the minions. Yeah, let's reset. Here's what we'll do. Merc Treads into Executioners. We don't need that anti-heal just yet. I'm lying. Because check it out. We can get Boots, Executioners, and then Null Magic. Almost the same thing. Now we have the option of maxing our Q or the E second. E gives us damage reduction. Since we're still in the early game, I'll put points in the Q. Damage reduction is more useful when you're tanking multiple enemies. Whereas percentage healing and the percentage damage is more single target damage. Executioners gives us 15 AD, nothing impressive, but the anti-heal, which is super necessary against Mundo, Zac, Soraka. Yep. And then the Boots and Null Magic will give us a lot more survivability. Okay. What is the stun? Not even. EQ, E, smack, 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 smack. Just give me a second. Okay. Flash, ulti. Q. Move down. I can just farm around the Zac. He's not a champion to me anymore. He even went Bramble Vest. Kind of a smart move. I'll start up these Void Grubs. It's up to Zac to stop me. These Void Grubs are level 8, so they'll give me a pretty okay amount of XP. E? Q. Damn it. Okay, you can have your one Void Grub. With the lifesteal and our passive, we just have so much healing, so I really don't have to care if the Zac shows up. You're gonna need multiple people to kill me. Void Grub, get in here. It's like right on the edge, so it would keep the aggroing. Alrighty, just one camp and I can have my level 9. Level 9 I'll be strong enough just to run around like a dumbass. So, let's do Gromp and see what if Mundo wants to keep pushing. My next goal really is just to continue to get a lot of farm, but also kill the enemy. Since Mundo's shoved up, that makes it pretty easy. Mundo businessman. Make deal and leave.
Ally has been slain.
E, auto, Q. Is fine. Focusing the Zac. Auto, 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 Q. Auto, ulti. Come on, man. Q. These guys don't deal any meaningful damage. I have Null Magic Mantle and too much healing. So long that I stay on top of them and keep hitting, we're fine. Warmogs, Balmy Cinder. Careful. Careful. Oh shit, especially with that Legend Haste, I can have more Qs. Where my HP is so important too with this sort of build, that's pretty beast. I'm gonna go and clear all my camps now. Get these bad boys respawn. As well as just give me more gold on the reset. We did our play. Now I'm kind of waiting for the dragon to spawn. So until then. Jungle pack completed. We have to go home and do our chores basically by clearing these camps. Keep maxing the Q for now. Whoa. The double root from a Soraka silence. W, moving. Yeah, nice moves, Mr. Jin. E, auto Q, E. Rest in peace. More gold for me. Although Aurelion's sieging mid, he still has the ability to run away, and since I use my W, I'll just clear my camps for now. I should not have used my smite there since Dragon's coming up. The clear speed with Bork doesn't feel too bad, but these camps are so under-leveled. I've been running around. To the dragon. I'll take it. It's not the best conditions for this bad boy, but I got ulti. I'm level 10, almost level 11, and I have ulti, so someone's gonna have to stop me on the dragon. That's the thing. Auto, Q hold. If you Q hold, then the dragon won't knock you away. So we can get it to like 3k here, and then just turn. Onto the ADC. Ulti. E, auto Q, E, auto, auto. The Jin's like, come on! He's gonna get the dragon, but that's okay. Q! Schmack, 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 schmack. So easy a caveman could do it. Level 11, now we reset. Go to that Rift Herald, take that bad boy, and it's kind of all ours from here on out. Merc treads now, and HP item's pretty good here. We'll go for that Stride Breaker like I was talking about. Stride Breaker is pretty nice with the Bork because it gives you AD, attack speed, HP, and a slow. It also gives us that Tiamat, which will increase our clear speed. So we got Phage Tiamat, a little bit of AD, movement speed, and that's it. Oh yeah, the AoE part. So we did our play, we built up those jungle pets, and then boom, complete the smite like that. And now with level 11, even if I was to farm my camps, it's not super useful. We have massive tempo advantage, as you would hope one would have with 9 kills. So, we'll just force the objective now, just like we did on Dragon. Enemy has to come fight me or they lose it. The Rift Herald will be able to take turrets and open up the map some more. Alrighty, with that Rift Herald, let's see. The W, and then the closest person is Mundo. Right now, I'm waiting for someone to really shove some lanes and then overstep, but they're all playing pretty safe, so no one on my team's really in the lanes pushing, so we'll take the time, farm a couple camps, get a level up, and then go party. It is 1,000 gold to the Stride Breaker, and we really want to complete that before we reset. Let them think that Jinx is alone here for a sec. They don't even care, Bob. They're not biting. I would love to drop the Rift Herald here, but if I do, then Jinx just gets killed by Zac. He would jump over the wall here, and Kinnon's not in position. So, let's get the level up off the camp like I was talking about. Now we basically have the Stride Breaker. Not going to stop for the Krugs. I'm going to move into the enemy jungle. And then use my W, see if I can find anyone. The W will give us the scent towards the closest person, which is right there. That's definitely a Zac in that bush. Come on, Zac, skedaddle. This is all warded, as you'd expect. Oh, maybe it was Soraka, huh? People are super close to these turrets. It's not exactly easy to make a play. I'm waiting for the cannon minion wave mid to drop the Rift Herald. And now that everyone's in position, we're kind of good to go. So we cleared all the camps, try to find a pick in their jungle. We're not successful there, but now we can use that Rift Herald to open up the mid lane by taking that turret. Mac. W. Moving. E. Auto. Q. E. Auto. Titanic. Auto. Smite. Auto. Not ulting just yet. My team losing? What's the deal? Q. There we go. Ulti. Until Soraka uses the silence. Then we... Wow, he outranged me. Oh! Oh! Run! I just hit someone. Man. The Jhin just walks away from my E. Boots of Swiftness. Zeal. Man. Yeah, it won't happen again with this Stride Breaker. I can't believe that my team died back here. I figured I'd be able to just run past them, since I had occupied the Aurelian Soul. close. So from here, we could go tankier or we could get more damage. I feel like either is fine. I feel like more damage would be more useful, though. To get tankier is to play for my team. I'm the one with 10 kills. So, let's get some of this. Dragon's coming up in 30, so let's do red buff and then just look to fight. Now that it's 20 minutes, the red buff is tankier, but we give it to everyone. Mundo, I love you. Any teammates, Bob? Boom, 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 boom. Guys. Guys. Ape strong together. E? Ouchie mama. Striper, Q, auto, ulti. Rest in peace. Bob, I got one shot. We have to wait for Kennen. Guys. I'm tanking 3 people. Feel free to hit them. Tanking 3 people with my funny E. They dealt so much damage. The Munder just walks up and clobbers me. What a champion. We gotta go Jack Show, Bob. That's the only way we're getting through this, since they deal that mixed damage like that. Let's get dual resistances. And then let's clear some camps. We're gonna need some XP. We're gonna need some levels to carry these guys. My team's like, wait, set me up for the play. Listen, guys, I'm the one with 10 kills. You set me up. Go ahead. At this stage of the game, we farm super quick with Bork and Stridebreaker, so even if nothing's happening, that's fine so long that I'm farming. And then things will really shape out depending on what the carries are. So we have Jinx Zed versus Aurelion and Jhin. The Aurelion seems to be the one carrying, so if I play to CC the Aurelion, that'll be a lot more valuable for me. It's going to be pretty hard though, where they have so much peel, and then they also have a Soraka silence for my ulti. So if my team never goes in, we probably lose. It's very easy for the enemy team to do an engage, whereas it's very hard for mine. So now with all the camps cleared, we want to try to attack one side lane. There's the Mundo and then there's the Aurelion. Also try to... Ooh, there's my man right there. QE. Auto. Ulti. Okay. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Oh. Wish me luck here, Bob. Just keep smacking. Oh. Okay. Zed doesn't kill them. Q. E. What a failure. I already got his Zonias. More magic resist. Oh man, so we got the Seeker's Arm Guard from Aurelion, but now we'll have enough gold to complete the Zonias. Once we're in there, you're never getting out as Warwick. You're not going to walk away from a situation. So the most important part is that you keep hitting whoever you can. If you're hitting them, you're healing and you're dealing damage. So you're providing some value. What happens around you, it's all Jesus, baby. And unfortunately, there was no Jinx traps or Zyra ulti or Zyra E, anything to lock down that Aurelion, which is such a shame. Alrighty, back at it. Clear the camps up towards Baron again. Aurelion now has that Zonias. Man. At least we have resistances. Nice, with these extra levels I get points in the E. It's 5% damage reduction each time. Eventually stacking up, and remember, damage reduction is a lot more useful against multiple targets. My Apparently I'll be tanking the Aurelion, the Zac, the Jhin, and the Mundo all at once. Where's my teammates during all that? Oh, you know. It'd be very nice if someone on the enemy team was to miss position. Easier said than done. I'm following the blood trail all the way to bot lane here. Check it out. The blood trail is going to expire because Mundo's going to heal. Amazing. Mundo now has that blood mail. Gives him like 7,000 AD. Alrighty, so speaking of the enemy being mispositioned. And they are totally safe up here, huh? Whoa! Oh, it's Aurelion's ulti. We don't have any engage. My whole team's just random dead. No. I'm gonna do red buff, guys. My champ's not too useful here. Okay. Oh my god, my team's getting owned, Bob. A TP coming in. My Kinnan is dead. Okay. Alright, I can't even hit Aurelion right here. Okay. E, Q, and I'm dead. Well done, boys. Now you may be asking, but you got fed. What happened? The enemy carries are better. They have Zonias and they have too much damage on these tanks. Mundo kicks my ass. Too fed. Too much. Too many numbers. Warwick, beginner champ. Mid-range amount of numbers. Doesn't scale all the way. Very strong mid-game. We're entering late game. Enemy carries more damage than I have tankiness. They get the Baron, they get more levels, they get the Dragon. One thing that's super lame too is that we should be able to win through some sort of split where Zed is pushing a side lane, and then I can get a pick with him. But no one's doing that. They're just playing for team fights. The enemy team comp, way better at team fighting. The only team fight we really have is the Jinx, Zyra, and Kennen. Whereas me and Zed are more solo champions. We kill one guy. And we can't find that opportunity to kill one guy because they're never side laning. Alrighty, they have Baron. They're gonna push. W moving. That guy is level 16. E, Q, E, auto, ulti, smite, auto, Q. Apparently he can die. Now we want to keep pushing here. We have mid lane pushing. We have bot lane pushing. And if the enemy attacks us here, then they're wasting their time, baby. They're not using their Baron mid. W. Any noobs in here? Oh, that was gonna be Jhin, huh? Sorty. Don't mind me. Just visiting. Now this, not so much. Without my ulti being up, I'm not so useful. Back to my red side. If another play happens, then I'll get the blood sent and I can move towards it. But there's nothing to wait around for. We get closer to level 16, giving us our last point, our ulti, which is alright. It's more damage, less cooldown, but we're going to need more than that. Beep. Reset. Jack Show, 2 control words. Blue Trinket to spot out the Zac. Back onto the map. E, moving. Q, E, auto. Moving. Run. He is fine. He is fine. Oh! Oh! Kinnan said he was on his way. Betrayed once again. Jack Show gives us 300 HP, 50 armor and MR, and then once we're in combat for a little bit, we get bonus resistances. So that will help us team fight since it gives us the dual resistances. Amazing. Spear of Sojin, Black Cleaver Zed. Brother, you're getting banned. It's not your job to kill the tanks. It's in fact my job and Jinx's job. What the fuck are you doing? If Zed can't assassinate the Soraka, the Jhin, and the Aurelion, there's no point of his champion existing. Well done, you built Bruiser Zed. That shit don't work. To the top side. Right here I could take a fight and it's fine if we die because the objectives aren't up for a little bit. And Zachary no E. Strikebreaker, Q. Auto, auto, auto. Push me to the end. All my allies are dead. Ni hao. E, Q, auto, Strikebreaker, E, bop, 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 bop. Smack, smack, smack. Damage. The Jhin obliterates me, I immediately get TP'd on. It's fine, it's fine. Just let him in. It's fine. Why? Well, guys, you see, I'm banking on Jhin not being there. I'm banking on them not being totally grouped up before the dragon, and they were, so even if we took an even fight on the dragon, I don't have much faith in my fucking Sterax Zed, so, you know, I was trying to take a gamble. A risk, one would say. No, it hasn't panned out this time, but can you really hate the player? Or do you hate the game? Bruiser Zed doesn't work. LOL. You imitating. Imitating. Alrighty, GG. My review of Cutdown, in probably one of the better cases too into tanks, not useful. I definitely would have killed both the Zac and the Mundo if I had coup de grace in the topside fight. And who knows? Maybe I could have carried a Bruiser Zed. Oh well, that'll put us at Diamond 1, 15 LP. With the second most damage dealt in the game. Amazing. Alrighty. You asked for some more Warwick, you got it. And just know that sometimes you can't win them all. You can win the early game, but you're going to require some teammates to win the late game. But one thing with Warwick is that you always have that ability to contend. This was like hyper, like doomed scenario though. Tank, aka CC and damage, Enchanter, and winning ADC and mid lane. You don't win against that as Warwick. What you do win against is like strong individual champions, like say a Katarina, you know? You can CC her and win. Can I CC a Zhonya's Aurelion? No. And if I try, I'm on top of 7 people that are dealing damage. Where are my allies 7 miles away? Oh gosh. Anyways, thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.